The film begins with the heartfelt wedding of Liesl and Victor, a celebration of their love attended by Liesl's loyal best friend, Hana, and her husband, Oskar. Their happiness extends into a honeymoon, which concludes with Victor surprising Liesl with a trip to Milan. In Milan, they meet the distinguished architect Mr. Rainer von Abt, celebrated for his modernist vision. The purpose of their visit is clear: they wish to commission him to design their dream home in Czechoslovakia. Liesl passionately describes her desire for a home rooted in simplicity, open space, and natural light. She gives Rainer full creative freedom and limitless means to bring her dream into reality. The scene shifts to a vibrant party filled with chatter and laughter, where Victor, Liesl, Hana, Oskar, and Rainer are all present. On the dance floor, Hana and Liesl move together with an effortless joy and closeness that draws the eyes of onlookers. However, Hana notices a flicker of distance in Liesl's expression, a subtle change that stirs a quiet concern in her. In an effort to draw Liesl back in, she encourages Rainer to reveal his architectural designs. He presents a striking concept: a structure of steel and glass, both open and divided, symbolizing connection and separation at once. The story jumps forward, revealing the house's skeletal frame under construction and Liesl visibly pregnant. Rainer, deep in thought, tells Liesl that family is like a puzzle without a clear solution. This sentiment lingers as he awkwardly invites her into his private space, then quickly apologizes upon sensing her discomfort. Later, Hana gently asks Liesl if she has feelings for Rainer. Liesl laughs it off, referring to her heavily pregnant figure, but Hana reassures her, calling her beautiful. The two then engage in a playful, old-fashioned method to guess the baby's gender. Liesl exposes her round belly, and Hana gazes at it with wonder. She asks to touch it, and upon Liesl's approval, she softly kisses her stomach, tracing its shape with tender fingers. For a brief moment, Hana is drawn toward Liesl's lips, but Liesl subtly pulls away. Hana then mentions that Rainer has invited her to dinner, hinting at a romantic connection. In the next scene, set in Liesl's newly finished glass house, Hana and Rainer visit her and her newborn. Rainer suggests using onyx as a central feature of the home, despite its high cost. Liesl, speaking with conviction, convinces Victor to accept the idea, highlighting the lasting value of Rainer's work. After the house is completed, the family moves in, their lives mirrored in the reflective glass walls. Later, Hana comes to Liesl seeking understanding, confessing to her relationship with Rainer and revealing her disappointment in him. Liesl then shares news of her second pregnancy. Hana, overcome with emotion, admits that she and Oskar have been trying for years to conceive without success. Liesl offers comfort through gentle kisses, creating a moment of quiet, heartfelt connection. Time advances once more. Liesl and Victor's children, Ottilie and Martin, now toddlers, fill the glass-walled house with their joyful laughter. A new figure enters their lives: Kata, a nanny who brings along her young daughter, Marika. An unspoken tension begins to simmer between Victor and Kata, an undercurrent Hana soon senses. Victor finds himself captivated by Kata, capturing candid photos and video footage of her playing with his children, all without Liesl's knowledge. As winter approaches, Victor finalizes their escape plan, finally persuading Liesl to leave. But during a casual outing with Hana and the children, Liesl returns home to collect something and walks in on Victor and Kata locked in an intimate moment. Heartbroken, she later confronts Kata, who, through tears, confesses the affair began during the summer months. Before leaving, Kata begs Liesl to take Marika with them when they flee. Burdened by this betrayal, Liesl turns to Hana for comfort, asking her to come with them. Hana, though heartbroken, gently refuses, promising to find her again one day. Another moment of closeness sparks between them, yet once again, Liesl pulls away before it can deepen. On the day of departure, chaos erupts when Kata is stopped at emigration. Victor tries to intervene, only to be pushed back by guards. Amid the confusion, Marika quietly steps off the plane. Later, Liesl writes a heartfelt letter to Hana, describing the growing distance between her and Victor, who now spends his days obsessively searching for Kata. She shares her sense of isolation in a strange land and the ache she feels for Hana's presence. Hana replies in a cautious letter, vaguely confirming that Kata and Marika are safe, though withholding their location a protective act that only fuels Victor's anger. In her next letter, Liesl paints dreamlike images of their former home, always imagining Hana waiting there for her, as though she were only a visitor passing through. Even during long silences, Hana continues writing. Her life has shifted too. She begins a relationship with Stahl, a designer of military aircraft now living in Liesl's old home. Their connection unfolds in passionate nights spent in the same bedroom once shared by Liesl. In a raw confession, Hana writes that she has become Stahl's whore, surrendering her dignity for survival and for Oscar's well-being. Liesl responds with honesty, revealing the collapse of her own marriage, emotional isolation punctuated by rare, joyless intimacy with Victor. She knows Victor's mind drifts to Kata just as hers wanders to Hana. Desperate for a way out, Hana pleads with Stahl to help her and Oscar escape. He refuses, claiming powerlessness, and coldly urges her to leave. The truth of his detachment becomes clear when Hana learns of his arrest for profiteering and sabotage. In the wreckage of her world, Hana discovers she is carrying Stahl's child. She returns home, only to be met with devastating grief. Oscar has taken his own life. As time marches on, Hana endures the harsh realities of war, cradling her newborn, a poignant symbol of both loss and new beginnings. The years pass, and Hana becomes a schoolteacher, raising her son, Oscar, who grows into a spirited young boy. Despite the silence from Liesl, Hana continues to send letters, her words a testament to enduring affection. One day, Hana is summoned by state security. Their interrogation is intense, probing the identity of her letter's recipient and the recurring mention of a particular house. They present a bundle of Liesl's responses, letters that had never reached Hana. Overwhelmed by the revelation of Liesl's unwavering presence in her life, Hana finds herself unable to read them, the emotional weight too profound. Years later, with silver strands now threading through her hair, Hana attends a reception at the glass house, now poised to become a museum. She entrusts a copy of her article, along with a heartfelt letter, to a messenger destined for Liesl. Tears well in her eyes as she revisits the words she has penned. Moved by the letter, Liesl returns to the glass house with her son, Martin. The reunion between Hana and Liesl is profound, their embrace dissolving years of separation and unspoken sorrow. Liesl, her voice tinged with regret, apologizes for past rejections, confessing that those moments have lingered in her memory. Hope flickers as she wonders aloud if a new beginning is possible. That night, their suppressed emotions culminate in a passionate kiss, leading to a tender night of intimacy within the glass house. A sense of completeness envelops them, their laughter echoing with renewed connection. However, this fragile peace is disrupted by the sudden roar of a helicopter overhead. Martin urgently informs them of an impending Russian attack, urging Liesl to flee with him. Yet Liesl, her gaze fixed on Hana, chooses to stay, embracing the chance to reclaim the time fate had stolen. The film concludes with a poignant flashback, both families gathered, their eyes drawn to the onyx centerpiece of the glass house, now bathed in a fiery red glow as the sun's rays touch it for the first time, a symbolic promise of enduring hope for their rekindled relationship.